People frequently associate the wealthiest leaders with their nations, but that is often far from the truth. Some of the world's richest presidents are from countries that aren't anywhere near the wealthiest. While some may claim that possessing one's own money permits a president to focus only on his country's concerns, many people consider that a wealthy president is more likely to have conflicts of interest. Stay tuned to the end of today's video as we tell you all about the richest presidents in the world. Number 9. Mohammed VI of Morocco, $2.5 billion. Morocco's current king, Mohammed VI, is a descendant of the Alauite dynasty. He came to the throne after his father, King Hassan II, died on July 23, 1999. Forbes magazine said he was the wealthiest king in Africa in 2014. Mohammed IV is the epitome of the phrase wealthy as a king, with a personal net worth of $2.5 billion. Following his father's death, he received a 35% stake in Société Nationale d'Investissement. This holdings company has stakes in several publicly traded companies. This includes Attijari Wafa, the country's largest bank, and management group, a mining company. SNI also owns Consumer Sugar and the dairy company Centrale Danone. He is a significant shareholder in the ONA Group, which operates in various industries, including mining and retail. However, King Mohammed VI's estimated net worth is based on all of his assets in SNI. The palace is given an annual budget of nearly $309 million from the public purse, with $64 million going to the monarch alone to cover his expenses. His people, however, are not as pleased as his bank account manager because his country has been plagued by corruption, rioting, and broken promises, which has sparked protests and riots on the streets of this beautiful country. Number 8. Qatar President, $2.5 billion. The country is currently led by the Emir of Qatar. He is from the Al Thani dynasty, founded by Mohammed ibn Thani in 1850. The royal family of Qatar is worth $335 billion. Qatar is rated one of the wealthiest countries in the world, and its ruler, Hamad bin Khalifa Al Thani, is worth $2.5 billion. In its first year of operation, he invested $137 million in loans to the Al Jazeera News Network, making him a significant supporter and investor. He is recognized for being a fervent supporter of football. He has attempted to acquire teams like Ranger FC and Manchester United FC. Having married 3 times, he is the father of over 24 kids. The Thani royal family owns more property in London than the British royal family. 20% of Camden Market, the upscale shop Harrods, 95% of the London skyscraper Shard, the Olympic Village, 50% of the most expensive apartment building in the world at One Hyde Park, the Chelsea Barracks site, and the US Embassy building in Grosvenor Square. Qatar has acquired more than 25% of Sainsbury's, almost 8% of the London Stock Exchange, and over 7% of Barclays. In addition, it has invested in Volkswagen, British Airways, and other businesses. Number 7. Sebastian Piñera, Chile, $2.4 billion. Aside from being the president of Chile, Sebastian Piñera is also known for being extremely wealthy. He has a $2.4 billion fortune. From 2010 to 2014, Sebastian presided over Chile as president. In 2018, he was re-elected to the presidency. Sebastian Piñera is a businessman, investor, and leader of the Coalition for Change. He owns the local television channel Chilevisión, which may have helped him be elected in 2010, or it might have been his position at Chile's most famous football team, Colo-Colo, that drew everyone's attention to him. We know that he is a visionary since he is also responsible for the usage of credit cards in Chile and has owned 27% of LAN Airlines since 1994. This Harvard economics professor is married with 4 children. His presidency has been marred by misfortune with earthquakes, fires, and mining disasters. Number 6. The Dubai President, $18 billion. Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum is an Emirati politician and businessman with a $14 billion net worth. He is the Vice President and Prime Minister of the United Arab Emirates and the Emirate of Dubai's ruler. You'll be thrilled to know that the most of his net worth did not come from inheritance, but from his business acumen. Sheikh Mohammed is a savvy businessman responsible for establishing and expanding numerous economic assets in Dubai. Many of these companies and assets are controlled by his 2 companies, Dubai World and Dubai Holding. Sheikh Mohammed owns 99.67% of Dubai Holding and is the man behind the really cool man-made Palm Islands in the Persian Gulf. He is the driving force behind the establishment of the Emirates airline, the 4th largest airline in the world and the largest in the Middle East. The iconic Dubai Tower, the Burj Al Arab, is another notable development spearheaded by Sheikh Mohammed. He is also the man behind the world's tallest buildings, the Burj Khalifa, and the Dubai Mall, the world's most extensive shopping mall by total area. Sheikh Mohammed enjoys living his life to the fullest. He's the father of 19 children. His first wedding in 1979 set the Guinness World Record for the most expensive wedding. Number 5. The Brunei President, $20 billion. Hassan al-Bolkiah is Brunei's Yang di Pertuan and the 29th Sultan. He's one of the country's last kings, and he's also the nation's prime minister and the firstborn child of Penghrian Ankh Damit and Sultan Omar Ali Saifuddin III. He ascended the throne upon his father's abdication on October 5, 1967. Still, he has been the head of state with full administrative authority, including emergency powers, since 1962. He's the world's second longest reigning monarch after Queen Elizabeth II. He declared himself infallible under Bruneian law in 2006. Brunei's Sultan is as wealthy as his country is small. If the length of one man's name indicates how rich one may become, this monarch pretty much came prepared. His full name is Sultan Haji Hassan al-Bolkiah Muizzuddin Wadaullah Ibni al-Mahum Sultan Haji Omar Ali Saifuddin Sa'adul Khairi Wadian, and he is surrounded by controversy despite having a $20 billion wealth from the country's robust oil reserves. Given his net worth, it should be no surprise that he is the owner of one of the world's most extensive, most expensive, and rarest automobile collections. He also owns several private jets and lives in a large palace that holds a Guinness World Record. Number 4. The Liechtenstein President at $4 billion. The president of Liechtenstein has a name almost as lengthy as his income list. Johannes Hans Adam Ferdinand Alois Josef Maria Marco di Aviano Pius von und zu Liechtenstein. Quite impressive. Since 1989, Hans Adam II, the reigning Prince of Liechtenstein and the son of Franz Joseph II, has ruled over this little kingdom between Austria and Switzerland. This tiny nation has a population of around 38,000 people, and Hans's family has lived there for about 900 years. He is the founder and CEO of LGT Banking. He manages the family fortune, which dates back to the Crusades, and his bank primarily serves the world's super rich. Prince Hans Adam II is often recognized as Europe's wealthiest monarch, with his family's sizable art collection and money that runs deep in time and space. He is one of the world's 500 richest people and lives in a castle on a cliffside in the Alps. In his personal life, he married his second cousin on July 30th, 1967, and they had 4 children and 15 grandchildren. Number 3. The UAE President, $30 billion. Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed, also known as MBZ, is the third son of Sheikh Zayed bin Sultan Al Nahyan and the recently elected president of the United Arab Emirates. Sheikh Zayed is the UAE's founding father and the primary driving force behind the country's foundation. Mohammed was born in March 1961. He has 9 children and his wife, Sheikha Salama bint Hamdan Al Nahyan. Before this time, he was the de facto ruler of the UAE for a long time. Given the ill health of the country's then president, he was elected president on May 14, 2022, a day after the death of former leader Sheikh Khalifa. In addition, he was also the chairman of the Abu Dhabi Executive Council, which is in charge of the Emirate of Abu Dhabi's development and planning. He was also the CEO of the Mubadala Investment Company, Abu Dhabi's wealth fund, and the owner of the yacht Rabdan. While the Al Nahyan family's fortune is estimated to be worth more than $150 billion, some estimates claim that Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed's fortune is closer to $30 billion. Number 2. Thailand President, $30 billion. Thailand's ruling family is the Chakri dynasty. Since 1782, this family has held the kingdom. King Maha Vajiralongkorn assumed the throne in 2016 after the passing of his father, King Bhumibol Adulyadej. According to estimates, Vajiralongkorn is worth more than $40 billion, and he is not only one of the world's wealthiest men, but also one of the world's wealthiest royals. The King of Thailand keeps adding to his already impressive fleet of airplanes. Yahoo News reports he owns 38 aircrafts and 21 helicopters for the Thai royal family. This fleet spends $64 million in gasoline and upkeep. Inherited possessions from his late father constitute a significant source of wealth for the King of Thailand. He is the largest stakeholder in 2 of the country's most important commercial assets, Siam Commercial Bank (PCL) and Siam Cement (PCL). His property portfolio includes office towers, luxury malls, and Bangkok hotels. He apparently lives in a $12 million house. Maharaja Vajiralongkorn is a man of extravagant taste who prefers to live and travel in opulence everywhere he goes. As a member of one of the world's wealthiest families, the monarch has a collection of beautiful cars: Mercedes Maybach 62 limousine, Mercedes-Benz S-Class, Rolls-Royce Corniche, and Maha Vajiralongkorn's extraordinary jewelry collection includes the world's largest faceted diamond. The 546.67 carat brown diamond is valued at between $4 and $12 million. He is renowned for his extravagance parties. This included a huge birthday party for his dog Fufu and a $30 million 3-day coronation celebration. Number 1. The Russian President, Vladimir Putin, $40 to $200 billion. Vladimir Putin is the world's richest president. Some claim he has an estimated fortune of $40 billion, or even $70 billion, while others claim that he has $200 billion. The absence of a specific figure demonstrates his secrecy level. Vladimir Putin is one of the world's most powerful leaders, known for his audacious and merciless control. He's been the president of Russia since 2012, having previously held the position from 1999 to 2008. He was the country's prime minister from 1999 to 2000 and again from 2008 to 2012. Putin claimed a relatively small wealth of $150,000 for the 2007 parliamentary election. He did, however, own 11 expensive yachts at the time. This gave rise to several unsubstantiated assertions. During his time in power, many Russian insiders and experts believed that Putin has done more than just make life better for the average Russian citizen. According to his most outspoken adversaries, Putin has used his influence to purchase a 4.5% share in natural gas producer Gazprom, a 37% stake in oil business Surgutneftgaz, and a 50% stake in Swiss oil trader Gunvor. Annual income from Gazprom alone exceeds $150 billion. Gunvor over $80 billion, and Surgutneftgaz exceeds $20 billion. Based on their most recent market capitalizations, Putin's aggregate ownership shares would give him a personal net worth of $70 billion. However, as previously said, Vladimir Putin's exact net worth remains a secret. Which of these presidents inspires you the most? Let us know in the comments below, and if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like it and subscribe to the channel for more exciting videos. Thanks for watching, see you next time.